Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this week's version of Nickels and Dimes, our weekly video series. So, is inflation transitory? I'm sure you've heard a lot in the news lately about inflation. You may be tired of hearing about it. The Federal Reserve has recently commented that they think inflation is transitory. In other words, they think it's temporary. Whether they're accurate or not, of course, remains to be seen. There, of course, are significant cost increases over the last 12 months. You all know that, the national price of gas has increased over 40%. About a year ago today, it was around $2 and change. I think $2.13 a gallon. Now it's like $3.13 a gallon. So, a significant jump. We've talked recently in some videos about lumber prices. Lumber prices have increased significantly, and things like sugar, of course, traditional food. You go to the grocery store, we're feeling it in the pocket. So is inflation transitory? Is it temporary? No one knows. Again, the Fed has commented. We'll see if they're going to be accurate. But my question to you is two things. Number one, are you in the right portfolio? If inflation is not transitory, in other words, if it's not temporary, what are you doing to offset the cost of rising goods? If you are, for example, in traditional bonds where you're earning 2 to 3 to 4%, I am not sure going forward if that is going to do you any good, because if you look at the real rate of return after that bond yield and after the increase in cost of inflation, you may actually be losing money. So your real rate of return may actually be negative. I'm not even factoring in taxes and fees. So if you're in traditional investments that have historically worked for the last 30 and 40 years, they may not be the right investments to own going forward. You likely need to be investments that offset, again, the cost of inflation. Now, we have historically been told that this consumer price index, that CPI, has been around 2 to 3%. That's what the government has told us. And so when you project over, the next 10, 20, 30 years, an average rate of return and the cost of rising goods, again, that CPI number, I am not so sure if that is the correct number to use going forward on for example, a retirement projection. It could be significantly higher. Let's hope it's not. But again, a word of caution. So again, my message to you today is that it's transitory. Inflation remains to be seen. In other words, is inflation temporary? That's still, the jury's still on that. And again, are you in the right investments to offset inflation, in particular if inflation is here to stay? Something to think about. To that end, if you would like a second opinion on your portfolio or financial situation, you could send me an email at cnichols@nicholswealth.com or go on our website at nicholswealth.com to learn more about what we do. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.